Good evening. Today I'm here in this episode. I have brought today that why do we celebrate the Shara? So, before we start, I would like to you and let you know that I am Anita Singh, a behavioral parenting coach and coaching to parents with teenagers. So, today's topic is why do we have to celebrate the Shara? Now, the new generation, they are not into it. Most of them don't even go to watch the effigies burning. But we have got to inculcate the values which we want our children to be having with, right? So now they are kids, they are with us. But when they leave our homes, their integrity, their values remain with them. And this is our commitment and purpose of the parents to to make our children realize what is good and what is bad, like what is good and what is evil. So the children don't listen. They're so busy in their studies and the social world. So it becomes very difficult for teenagers' parents to transfer our values to the children. So these festivals and occasions are the best opportunity for the children to understand certain things. And if it is in a form of stories and scriptures, it becomes very easy for the children to understand, and it becomes easier for the parents also because the children don't want to, have sermons by the parents. So we'll say, why do we celebrate the Shera? Suppose this question comes up in the teenager's mind. So take him to the ground, take him to the temple. According to the scriptures, that we in this today's world we burn Ravana, Meghnad, and Kumkaran, and in this way, by the help of these stories, you can make the children realize that why do we celebrate the Shera? So the Shera victory of good and evil. This we all know. But the new generations, they take it just as for fun. So let them have fun. And along with that, let them understand also something about the values behind this spirit stand that of this and which we want is the I think these stories inspire individuals. And though the children don't talk much, but they understand, they're very intelligent. So the teenager understands the basic idea, and if the parents convey this, it becomes an everlasting memory for the child, right? So this Dashera inspires people to overcome all the hindrances and challenges and vices and encourage self realization. Actually, it's a self reflection in the pursuit of virtues. What kind of virtues? Like we can have the story of Rama, that he was an epitome of good virtues, and on the other side, all these Rakshasas like Ravan, Meghdut, all the Ifigis who are burned. It's but natural. Then why the children may be asking that why their effigies are burnt? If we say that Ravana was very learned, so by the help of these stories, we can guide our teenager that these festivals reinforces the belief that despite adversity, what kind of adversity? Like Lord Rama had to face so many adversities. He had to go to the forest and stay there for 14 years, and it was just in the order of his parents he had to go. and along with Sita and Lakshman, they also accompanied him. So, in that case, it's a very interesting story. And in the form of stories, we can help our child to understand that how these like kings. Rama was a king. How he gave away all the and the Sita also, Lakshman, they were belonged to royal families. How they gave up all their riches, and they went into the jungles and stayed like hermits. And in this way, the children can be inspired by these stories, and these festivals reinforces that despite adversities, justice and truth prevails, and ultimately instills hope and resilience that when in the heart of devotees, and in the way the Lord Rama, Sita, and Lakshman, how they faced so many problems, so many challenges in their lives while they were in the forest, and they survived with all their virtuousness and their good virtues. They could survive the time. And in the same way, these Dashera and Diwali, they all to these things that the commitment to dharma is very important. And in all the things, on the whole, we can foster a harmonious society by celebrating the Shara. And in that case, the child understands that why the effigy, Ravan and Meghdut and Kumkaran are burnt. In this way, the children get a natural inculcating things about the values which the humanity should have. And in this way, we can just let the teenagers also know that why the Shara is a 10-day long festival. And we can depict the Shara in a way that it uh, symbolizes a battle between good and the evil. Good is Rama, and evil is the Ravan. And in this way, we can also help our children to know that it is not only the Shara, but it is also different communities like the have their way of celebrating this festival. Like various cultural performances are there, right? And scenes from epic Ramayana are performed and teach the next generation about it. Otherwise, what's the fun of performing on the stage? In this way, it is parades are held throughout the city, and fairs and setup of the community grounds are there, and Ravana's effigies are burnt because they are evil characters, and everywhere the end of the evil character is there. So this is the way we can help our children to understand more about the festivals, especially the Dashera, and why we as families gather to celebrate together because of the victory of the goodwill, right? And in that case, children have vacations, and it's the world famous, and the I think it's the attracting millions of tourists also during the 10-day event to India. And finally, the Shara is the special importance for the children, right? Because they're having holidays and they spend quite quality time with the parents and the friends. And in that case, we have got to understand that the Shara is an idea in which they can understand the importance of this thing. And it is also known as Vijayadashmi. Again, as being parents, we can explain this term that Vijay means you've won, right? It's the victory. And Vijay Dashmi, it's the 10th day of the war in which Lord Rama won the battle. And that is why it is the 10th day of victory, it is being called. And it is also celebrated that on the 10th day, we have 9 nights of Navaratris, and which are dedicated to the worship of goddess Durga. And in that case, the children get the total idea. On the whole, they come to know that why these festivals are celebrated and what is the depiction, what is the value of all such things. And in that case, children and students understand the rich culture of India, the values which our Indians they carry forward to the whole world. And also with that, the children who are growing up, like they are just entered the teenage group, it enhances their understanding and creativity. They didn't understand, but when they are teenagers, they understand the whole thing, and they are quite matured enough to understand what their parents are trying to tell them. And combining the personal reflections with the historical insights allows them to celebrate it in a vibrant occasion. And in that case, it improves their writing skills also. When they have seen the whole episodes of 10 days of holidays, of Navratri, and then the burning of effigies, and it helps them in their composition in the schools, in their curriculum also, because when they go back to the school, they're being asked to write down some passages, some paragraphs. In that case, it becomes a very rich experience for the teenagers, and it becomes very easy for the parents to they don't have to go into a rote method. When the child has himself seen and observed, and everything is going in front of his eyes, it doesn't remain anything to be learned. It will be a very lively experience, and it can become a lifelong experience for him, and it becomes very easy for him to explain or to write. So in that case, there are many uses in the way a child can uh, depict and child can understand out of these festivals. And I think in this way we can help our children to know the value, and how all these vices, especially the most important message which as a parent we should convey to the children, that the very negative vices in a human being can be removed, or we can remove it with our efforts, like our anger issues, and the lust, like the it created an end to Ravana's life. And though he was a very learned person, but it caused his death. That anger, again, Ravana was so angry on everybody, so he came into war with Rama, though he knew that Rama was very powerful. But even then, his ego did not stop him. Right. And so there are various vices in the human character that we can let go. We should let go and come with peace in this world. And in this way, we can help our teenagers to understand their personality and what all negativities a child is trying to inculcate, or trying to, copy around from the society. The child understands what is good and what is bad. So the Shara is a good depiction of understanding. The teenager can very well understand that what is good and what is evil, what is to be inculcated in our habits and manners, and what is to be thrown away. So this is a very nice way of connecting with your teenager. Thank you, and have a nice Dashera, and let's meet in our next episode again, with especially for teenagers and their parents. Thank you and good night.